चतुर्थ चरण के प्रज्वलन में अभी समय है और इस दौरान PS4 का कोस्टिंग फेज जारी है। यह करीब 400 सेकंड तक जारी रहेगा।
The PS4 is currently not operational, though it is in the coasting phase, which will continue for 425 seconds in all.
Vehicle performance normal.
The PS4 stage, when it ignites, will continue to burn for 247.5 seconds. Thereafter, the injection parameters of the spacecraft XPoSat will be achieved. After injection of the primary satellite, PS4 has yet another milestone to accomplish. It lowers to an orbit of 350 kilometers. After XPoSat injection, this orbit will be at 9.6 degrees inclination, which is achieved through 2 restarts. These maneuvers are expected to take 83 minutes from the XPoSat injection. Once in the new orbit, PS4 will be subjected to passivation by venting remnant propellants and depressurizing the stage tanks. Thereafter, the control of stage is transferred to POEM avionics.
Vehicle performance normal.
There are 10 payloads in POEM, 7 of which are finalized through in space. Speaking about the payloads that POEM carries, Radiation Shielding Experiments Module (RSEM) is designed by a firm called Take Me to Space for evaluation of effectiveness of tantalum coating. The second payload, Women Engineered Satellite or VSAT for solar irradiance and UV index from LBS Institute of Technology for Women. Third payload is an amateur radio satellite, BeliefSat-O from KJ Somaya Institute of Technology. Fourth payload is again a CubeSat called Green Impulse Transmitter from Inspacity Space Labs Private Limited. LEAP TD from Dhruva Space Private Limited to demonstrate subsystems for microsatellite. 2 payloads are there from Pelatrix Aerospace Private Limited, which are named Rudra 0.3 HPGP and Arca 200. 3 more payloads are from Isro. The one from Physical Research Laboratory is called the Dust Experiment. 2 more from Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. One will be called as Fuel Cell Power System and the other is Silicon Based High Energy Cells. These are the payloads from Isro.
जहाँ भारत में सभी नववर्ष के स्वागत के लिए जश्न और मनोरंजन में लगे हुए थे, वहीं इसरो के वैज्ञानिक PSLV-C58 प्रमोशन की तैयारियों में जुटे हुए थे। इनकी गतिविधियों को अंतिम रूप देने में लगे हुए थे। सफल मिशन के ध्येय से सराबोर इसरो के वैज्ञानिक इस वर्ष का आरंभ खगोलीय समझ को और बढ़ाने के उद्देश्य से PSLV-C58 के प्रमोशन में कार्यरत हैं। वर्तमान में यान की ऊंचाई 516 किलोमीटर, एक्सपोसैट की अंतक्षेपण की कक्षा 650 किलोमीटर के करीब होगी। वर्तमान में सापेक्ष गति 6.86 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड। इस उपग्रह एक्सपोसैट के 2 मुख्य नितभार हैं। पोलिक्स, यह 8 से 30 किलो इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट की ऊर्जा बैंड में खगोलीय प्रेक्षणों के लिए एक एक्सरे ध्रुवणमापी है। इस नितभार को URSC और रमन रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट बैंगलोर द्वारा संयुक्त रूप से विकसित किया गया है। इस यंत्र में एक कॉलीमीटर, एक प्रकीर्णन और 4 एक्सरे अनुपातित काउंटर डिटेक्टर लगे हुए हैं। इस प्रकीर्णन को कम परमाणु द्रव्यमान वाले पदार्थ से बनाया गया है, जो आने वाली
Vehicle
ध्रुवीकृत
performance
एक्सरे का
normal.
विषमदैशिक थॉमस प्रकीर्णन करता है, ताकि एक समय में इस कॉलीमीटर के दृष्टि क्षेत्र को 3/3 डिग्री से सीमित किया गया है, ताकि एक समय में एक ही स्रोत उज्जवल हो सके। इस नितभार के 5 सालों के जीवन काल में 40 चमकीले खगोलीय स्रोतों का प्रेक्षण करने की अपेक्षा है। यह मध्यम एक्सरे ऊर्जा बैंड का पहला नितभार है जो ध्रुवण मापन के लिए समर्पित है। इसके अलावा एक और नितभार XSPECT एक एक्सरे स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी और टाइमिंग नितभार है जो XPoSat में जा रहा है। यह सॉफ्ट एक्सरे स्पेक्ट्रम में त्वरित समय तथा संवर्धित स्पेक्ट्रम विभेदन प्रदान करेगा। यह पॉलिक्स का डेटा को इस्तेमाल करते हुए निरंतर उत्सर्जन में वर्णक्रमीय स्थिति परिवर्तन, लाइन फ्लक्स और प्रोफाइल में परिवर्तन, 0.8 से 15 किलो इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट्स रेंज में उत्सर्जन की लंबी अवधि में निगरानी कर सकता है।
Vehicle performance normal.
इसमें कोलीमीटर का उपयोग पृष्ठभूमि को कम करने के लिए XSPECT के दृश्य क्षेत्र को कम किया गया है। XSPECT विभिन्न स्रोतों जैसे एक्सरे, पल्सर, ब्लैक होल, लो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड, न्यूट्रॉन स्टार और मैग्नेटार्स आदि खगोलीय स्रोतों का निरीक्षण कर सकेगा। कोस्टिंग फेज समाप्ति की ओर।
Stage engine started.
There's a confirmation that the fourth stage has commenced its operation. We are
Plus 17 minutes.
17 minutes into the launch. Current altitude is 606 kilometers.
Fourth stage performance normal.
चतुर्थ चरण जो कि तरल नोदक पर आधारित इंजन है, MMH और मॉन ईंधन के रूप में इस्तेमाल करते हुए यह 14.66 किलो न्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न कर रहा है। इसमें ऐसे 2 इंजन लगे हुए हैं। वर्तमान ऊंचाई 615 किलोमीटर, सापेक्ष गति 6.7 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड। चतुर्थ चरण वह अंतिम चरण है जो उपग्रह के अंतःक्षेपण की स्थितियां प्राप्त कर उपग्रह को उद्दिष्ट कक्षा में अंतःक्षेपित करेगा।
The fourth stage is based on liquid propellant. The propellant loading is 1.6 tons. The fuel is monomethyl hydrazine and oxidizer is mixed oxides of nitrogen. Presently, the tracking stations at Brunei and Bayak are tracking the launch vehicle.
चतुर्थ चरण को PSLV ऑर्बिटल एक्सपेरिमेंट मॉड्यूल के रूप में भी इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा, जो कि यह कक्षा में कुछ दिन उसी कक्षा में रहते हुए प्रयोग के लिए उपयोग में लाया जाएगा। XPoSat उपग्रह का प्रक्षेपण 650 किलोमीटर की चक्राकार कक्षा में किया जाना है। इसके पश्चात चतुर्थ चरण को बंद कर दिया जाएगा तथा कुछ समय बाद पुनः प्रज्वलित कर यान की कक्षा को कम किया जाएगा। यह 650 किलोमीटर से 350 किलोमीटर की कक्षा पर लाया जाएगा तथा यहाँ ऑर्बिटल एक्सपेरिमेंट्स का प्रयोग शुरू किया जाएगा।
Fourth stage performance normal.
सभी बेसब्री से इंतजार करते हुए कक्षीय स्थितियां प्राप्त होते ही उपग्रह XPoSat को अंतःक्षेपित किया जाएगा।
The fourth stage of PSLV currently thrusting.
Plus 20 minutes.
PSLV-C58 के चतुर्थ चरण PS4 को त्रैअक्षीय स्थिर कक्षीय मंच के लिए तैयार किया गया है। इस मंच से कई महत्वपूर्ण और नवीन अंतरिक्ष प्रयोगों को कार्यान्वित किया जाएगा। इसमें सोलर पैनल्स लगे हुए हैं जो कि 50 एम्पियर आवर के लिथियम आयन बैटरी को आवेशित करते हैं। इसमें नेविगेशन, गाइडेंस, कंट्रोल और टेलीकमांड, कक्षीय आवृत्ति नियंत्रण तंत्र जैसे एवियोनिक सिस्टम भी लगे हुए हैं। यह पोयम की श्रृंखला में तृतीय प्रयोग है।
We are very close to the scheduled XPoSat injection time.
जी हाँ, लगभग कक्षीय स्थितियां प्राप्त की जा चुकी हैं। अब किसी भी क्षण XPoSat को कक्षा में अंतरक्षेपित किया जाएगा। चतुर्थ चरण को निर्धारित रूप से बंद कर दिया गया है।
Satellite injection conditions are achieved.
Eagerly awaiting the next event.
उचित अभिवृद्धि प्राप्त करते हुए यान तत्पश्चात XPoSat को अंतरक्षेपित किया जाएगा। मुख्य उद्देश्य के प्राप्त होने के पश्चात प्रयोगात्मक क्रिया जारी रहेगी।
Satellite separated.
And there is a confirmation that the XPoSat satellite has been separated.
जी हाँ, इसकी पुष्टि हो चुकी है रेंज ऑपरेशन डायरेक्टर द्वारा। XPoSat को सफलतापूर्वक अंतरक्षेपित कर दिया गया है।
But mission is continuing for orbit platform experiment, that is POEM 3, with 2 phases of 4-stage restart. After 2 phases of restart, PS4 stage orbit will be changed to 350 km circular. The first phase for PS4 restart happens in non-visibility period. The second phase of PS4 restart takes place in the visibility period of Trivandrum in orbit 2. During the non-availability period, ground trace will be updated by extrapolation on the video wall. The non-visibility period is approximately 4,500 seconds. All the stations involved in operation shall continue in positions. Handing over to mission director.
आपने ऑनबोर्ड कैमरे की मदद से देखा XPoSat और यह खूबसूरत पृथ्वी का नजारा।
Has injected XPoSat primary satellite into the desired orbit. We will be continuing the operations. 2 more PS4 restarts are planned, and the POEM 3 operations will be following. Approximately the Isro will come around 2 hours after liftoff. Thank you.
अब इसके पश्चात हम आपको अध्यक्षीय संबोधन के लिए ले चलते हैं और हम आपसे आज्ञा लेते हैं।
First day of the year, first launch mission for Isro. This success matters much more in view of the rich data that XPoSat will give to the scientific community in the field of astronomy. Congratulations, Team Isro. Do stand by for the address by Secretary TOS and Chairman Isro, Sri S. Somnath. We take leave from you. Goodbye.
So happy New Year to all of you. So on 1st January 2024, yet another successful mission of PSLV has been accomplished. PSLV-C58 has placed the primary satellite XPoSat in the desired orbit of 650 kilometer, 6-degree inclination. And we'll be waiting for the exact orbital parameters that will just now come. And we are also waiting for the satellite to have its solar panel deployed. That also will come in a few seconds from now. From this point, the orbit of the PSLV-4 stage will be reduced to a lower orbit, where the upper stage of the PSLV, which is now described as POEM, PSLV Orbital Experimental Module, will carry out experiments with 9 of the onboard payloads. And that will take some time, and we will come back to listen to all of that, what happened in the POEM experiments little later. Meantime, let me also announce the orbit that has been accomplished, which is available through various routes. It shows excellent orbit, and the deviations from the targeted orbit is hardly just 3 kilometers in circular orbit of 650 kilometer, and inclination is 001 degree, which is one of the very excellent orbital condition. And yet another announcement is the solar panel of the satellite also has been deployed successfully. So with this, the new year has begun with the launch of PSLV. We have an exciting time ahead. Much before telling all of that, let me invite the mission director to have its words. Mr. Jayakumar is the mission director.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I'm extremely happy to stand here to celebrate the grand success of the 60th launch of PSLV. As you all know, XPoSat is a space observatory, but what makes this mission more interesting is the host of new technologies that are getting demonstrated in the POEM-3 experiment. We have fuel cell, we have the silicon-based 10 ampere hour high-energy battery, green monopropellant thrusters, amateur radio satellite service, and more important, a totally women-engineered satellite for the comparison of solar irradiance and UV index. This, I think, showcases women empowerment in the field of science and technology, and all the payloads, in fact, demonstrate the reforms that are currently sweeping the Indian space sector. But today's success has been made possible by the tremendous efforts put in by a whole group of people from Team Isro, along with other stakeholders. This mission would not have been possible but for the wholehearted effort put in by various teams, the SDAs and SR agencies spread across different centers, starting from SDSC, URSC, STRAC, LPSC, IPRC, VSSC, IISU, LEOS, and also Isro headquarters. I would also like to thank InSpace for acting as a nodal agency in identifying the payloads for POEM-3 and all the NGEs for delivering the various payloads adhering to our schedule. Let me also thank our industry partners for delivering quality products for the realization of the launch vehicle. Let me take this opportunity to thank Chairman Isro for the mentoring and the guidance provided, and all center directors. Specifically, I would like to thank Chairman and members of MRR, FRR, LV, and ORC, Padmamar sir, Ashok sir, and Shuja sir. They have taken extensive reviews, and all the DRTs for clearing the various systems. Also the admin and the auxiliary services who have supported. I would also like to thank my own project team, especially Vehicle Director Damodaran, Associate Vehicle Director Joyce Jose, all the DPDs, the other team members, and the Project Management Office who has been effectively managing the campaign activities. Finally, I thank our family members for the support they provided to make our missions successful. Wishing all of you a happy and a successful new year. Good day. Jai Hind.
Now the satellite director.
Good morning all. As Chairman sir announced, I am happy to announce that satellite is placed in intended orbit flawlessly, and satellite health is normal. Solar panels are deployed and battery charging already started. And this is the unique mission, XPoSat. It is a unique mission, and this is first mission worldwide to have a study of polarized X-ray sources, and the second mission for polarization. So first time we will be, this mission will give the polarization aspects of high energy cosmic sources and in medium energy band. And this will study magnetic field distribution in cosmic sources, and how magnetic field means originating, and alignment of these cosmic sources like black holes, and this pulsar wind and sources, and all these cosmic sources. So it will be the extreme and experiment for our scientific community. Once this mission is commissioned, it will be very fruitful for scientific community worldwide. And I take this opportunity to thank Chairman Isro the Central Director URSC, all Central Directors for making this mission possible by their support and guidance. And special thanks to my former project directors, Shri Amreshwar Kennedy, Shri K. Suresh, and Shri Dr. Palani Murugan for leading this mission in different stages of realization. And special thanks to my project team, project executive across the center, and payload team from Raman Research Institute and the Space Astronomy Group of URSC for their relentless effort for making this mission possible and realizing on time. And my special thanks to entire review committee for their guidance and support throughout the mission. And special thanks to industry partners and URSC team for their invaluable contributions for these missions. Now we are waiting for successful commissioning of these missions, and I am really privileged and honored to be part of this mission. I thanks everyone, and I wish happy and prosperous New Year's to all of you. Thank you.
I'll now request the key center directors who have contributed immensely for the successful mission of this PSLV XPoSat mission. So first let me invite the director of the VSSC.
Very good morning and a happy new year. 2023 was the 60th year of first sounding rocket that we launched from Tumba. So 60 years of rocketry, and PSLV is turning 60. And what a great takeoff on this New Year day with the successful launch of PSLV-C58 XPoSat mission. So apart from the main satellite, already project director has mentioned about the other payloads. There are some important payloads like fuel cell, which we will be demonstrating in the POEM phase, that is the subsequent phase when PS4 is used as a platform. And that fuel cell will have potential application in our future missions like space station. So I wish Happy New Year, as well as I congratulate the entire Isro launch vehicle centers, especially Vikram Sarabhai Space Center and all other launch vehicle centers, and wish all the very best to the satellite team and all the payloads in POEM and the subsequent operation. Thank you very much.
Good morning to all of you. Today it is yet another historical day for Isro. We in Isro has given a New Year gift to all the Indians across the globe, as today we have successfully launched the XPoSat satellite and 9 experimental payloads in the record orbit. And this is the 60th launch of the workhorse, the PSLV. As it was told when we are celebrating 60 years of first rocket launch, which happened on 21st November 1963. This is a major achievement for Isro and the entire India. The performance of the vehicle, PSLV vehicle, was as expected and as predicted. Exactly after 21 minutes, it gave 25,300 km/h velocity and injected the satellite in the required orbit. And out of 60 vehicles, 58 vehicles, that is 96.7% is the success rate of PSLV. This is a great achievement. In this vehicle, further we are going to operate the PSLV 4th stage 2 times to accomplish and complete the mission. We have also first time placed very, very important payloads, as it was told. The fuel cell based 100-watt power generation system is placed along with 8 more important experimental things. All the vehicle systems have performed as expected and as predicted. As Chairman Isro announced, the orbit dispersion was very, very minimal. And the propulsion community also can be proud. All the propulsion systems, including the liquid propulsion systems, have performed extremely well. As the Director of LPSC and Project Management Council, Chairman of Space Transportation System, let me take this opportunity to compliment and congratulate all the Isro team members, our family members, the partners from industry and academia, all our elders who have made strong foundation for us to perform extremely well on this occasion. And let me also express our New Year greetings. Let all of us in Isro continue this success saga to keep the organization high and contribute for the national growth and development. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Good morning. From yesterday evening around 4:30 onwards, the world is celebrating the New Year with a lot of fireworks. And India has celebrated today the New Year with the largest rocket firework ever. And except India, nowhere else it is possible that on New Year's Day you have a rocket launch and an important satellite getting launched. So, and also as my friend Brindavan Mato mentioned, that this is only the second satellite to study the X-ray polarization and the black hole related this one in the whole of the world. And this also is an indicator that we are on the right trajectory to reach to be the first in many things in future. From the point of catching up with the world, now we are in the trajectory to start to lead the world. That is what this is symbolic today that has happened. As already mentioned, this is a unique satellite, first of its kind, where we have polarization as well as spectroscopy and timing measurements of the galactic X-ray sources studying. So this is going to bring out new science, and not only for India, this area of work is new throughout the world. There are not many people in the world who are working in this area and studying this aspect of the universe, and we are leap forwarding towards the leadership in this role in this area. And congratulations to the payload team, particularly the Raman Research Institute and the Space Astronomy Group of URSC for coming out with this excellent payload, and for our teams across the ISRO centers who made this satellite realization possible. And currently the operations team at both URSC and ISTRAC, supported by many other people around the world, tracking and tending to this satellite. And I am sure in the next 5 years this satellite is going to bring out outstanding scientific results. Wish you all of you once again very, very happy New Year, and we will continue this journey of celebrating in a most purposeful way like this in future also. Thank you.
Very good morning, Mr. Chairman and my dear colleagues. Once again, PSLV has delivered as promised and herald a very good new year to start in a successful note. And I also compliment the entire team of PSLV as well as the XPoSat team to have such a unique mission on such an auspicious day on first day of the new year. Once again, it also shows what we can do in giving to the humanity as a whole and to explore the universe of data related to black hole and all those things, which is a new, unique research, and able to integrate the payload from a research institution into this spacecraft and have a successful mission. And I wish them all the best. I also compliment the entire team across ISRO centers for putting such an effort during last 45 days, considering some of the weather conditions, and continuing with the launch campaigns, and also making all the solid motors and all the liquid engines in all the other centers to have successfully integrated, tested and complemented at SJC Shar, and go ahead with this launch campaign and be able to do it as expected, as thought on the 1st January itself. I wish all the people, colleagues in ISRO and across nation and all their family members a very happy new year and have a successful one. And let us, as we told, 2023 is almost a watershed year with almost 8-9 launches, and we have to continue to do that and come with a very good impact of both in research as well as in the coming missions. I wish you all the best, and once again wishing a happy new year. Thank you.
Good morning to Chairman ISRO and all my colleagues here.
it's really heartening to see that PSLV-C58 majestically lifting off and going in the right path. And all the stations across our network has tracked fantastically and provided very good data. And we are still awaiting for the following orbit to really see the PSLV fourth stage getting into 350 kilometer and track further. It is going to be a really challenging event. And XPoSat already being in orbit and is being controlled by ISRAC is going very nicely. Panels have got deployed and further operations are in progress. And regarding XPoSat, already told, it is another brother of AstroSat, and it is going to be a real compliment to the scientific community to explore this universe and find many things which has not been revealed till date. So I compliment everyone to the PSLV project, to the satellite team, and also at Science Data Center, we are ready to receive the XPoSat data and do the processing and provide to the community across the world. So we all wish the 2024 is going to be much challenging and further taking ISRO to greater heights. Thank you. Jai Hind. All the best.
It's a great occasion, and Happy New Year to all of you out there. Our New Year gift to the nation, an excellent launch and an excellent orbit. Our heritage navigation system, Resins, has given almost an error of around 3 kilometers and in inclination 0.001 degree, which is truly world class. Kudos to the IASU team to have achieved such an orbit. The XPoSat, as was highlighted, it's a small in size but great in its capabilities to look at the start of the universe. And the POEM-3, which is a very inexpensive microgravity platform, I think it is one of the unique platforms in the world. I think no other space agency provides such a platform. And this is a platform that ISRO is giving to the NGEs and academic institutions in the country to test their ideas and technologies. And we are very happy to see that the academia as well as the industries are using this platform to test their technologies, which will be going into their future missions. So congratulations to all of you, the academy, industry, and the new project team headed by new project director Sri Jayakumar, and the entire ISRO team to have achieved such an excellent launch. Thank you all. Happy New Year. Let us have a great 2024.
Thanks to all the directors of the centers who have contributed for this mission in various ways, building the rocket, building the satellite, and also providing the ground infrastructure for us to operate and make this mission possible. So congratulations to all of you for your excellent contributions, and all the team members of ISRO and also the partnering academia and institutions for making this mission possible. Now, all of you know that the mission was at a 650 kilometer, 6-degree inclination, and we could have done the POEM experiment in the same orbit. But as a responsible space agency, we decided to bring the fourth stage to a lower orbit so that its life of the stage in the orbit is much lesser, so that we don't create debris in that process. So that's why it has been brought down to 350 kilometers. And in that orbit, we will be carrying out the experiment with the payloads, as already been mentioned. We have an interesting fuel cell experiment, which is going to be one of the precursors to our future powering of space station and other areas when we have to have power generation on board. And the VSAT is the Women Engineered Satellite, which is going to be an excellent contribution from all the girl students who have built this spacecraft. And we also have the experiments sponsored by various non-governmental entities, space startups in India, powered through the in-space coordination process. So congratulations to in-space for enabling all these payloads on board the PSLV. And we are going to have not only that this POEM is going to be unique in that aspect that all these payloads are there, but we are also having a unique way of dumping the remaining fuel and propellant and gas in this stage with a different approach, which is again not going to be done for the very first time. And the entire platform of POEM is going to be stabilized using cold gas thrusters, which has worked in the last time very well. So we are looking for the orbital change, which will happen by the two firing of the engines and also bringing to 350 kilometer circular orbit. And after that, the POEM experiment will start. And our expectation is the whole process of this testing will be over in very short time, and we'll be able to declare this POEM payload successfully, maybe a course of 1 month or so. So possibly all of you know that the POEM payload has its own power generation capability with solar cells, batteries, and its own computers and commanding systems. So it's almost a full-fledged spacecraft supporting all of you to conduct experiments at very low cost. So it's once again an invitation to all the startups, budding entrepreneurs, students across the country to come and host your payloads on board PSLV 4 stage for experimenting and trying out your new ideas. So with this, let me close today's mission activities from the control center of Satish Dhawan Space Center. And we'll be back with announcements through our social media platforms for what happened in the POEM and what type of results have come out. Wait for that. And this year just began, and we are going to have many launches, and 2024 is going to be the year of Gaganyaan. As you already know, the TVD1 mission has just been over last year, and this year we are expecting 2 more such test flights of the test vehicle, followed by the unmanned missions of the Gaganyaan program, and many more tests and experiments, which will be in very large numbers, which will not be coordinated from this control center. Similarly, we are going to have missions of PSLV, GSLV, as well as SSLV in the coming year, this year as well. So very hectic schedule waiting for all of you. And once again, let me wish a very, very happy new year 2024 for the entire family of Isro, our partnering institutions, industries, and all our well-wishers. Thank you so much. Goodbye.